Linked records in SmartSuite now support inline editing. If you are an experienced SmartSuite user, I bet you were waiting for this update. If you're new to the platform, no worries, I will explain it all in details. Hi, my name is Artem, I'm a product manager at SmartSuite. Let's dive in. Linked records in SmartSuite support several display formats, and one of them, probably the most popular, is the grid display. And it's really great when you need to see a lot of field values from your linked records at once. Like in this case, when looking at project tasks, I need to see task status, priority, assignment, due date, and other fields. And what if I need to reassign this task or change its priority? Well, previously I had to open the related task record first and then modify it. With the new inline editing feature, I can change these values right in the grid. But before I do so, I need to enable inline editing in the fields settings. When the grid display format is selected, you'll get a new set of options. The first one defines if you can apply inline editing to the existing records. The second option controls if you can also create new records in line. I will enable both of them and save my changes. And now I can work with this linked record, just like with the grid view. Let's change the status of this task and maybe bulk update priority for these. And changes I'm making are saved right away, meaning that they won't wait till the main project record is saved. And this is very handy if your main record has formulas that are using fields from your linked records. For example, this formula here calculates the total duration of non-completed tasks. As soon as I mark one task as completed, it will recalculate. And the same happens if I change a duration of a non-completed task. Inline editing also supports copy-paste and the right-click menu. From here, you can copy record's URL, duplicate or delete a record. And don't get confused, because the X button that you see on the right will not delete but unlink a record. So in this case, it will unlink a task from the current project. Okay, what about adding new records? And remember that we allowed creation of new records online in the field settings. So I can click on the plus at the bottom of the grid and add a new row. And I could have also used the standard Shift-Enter hotkey to do the same. And note that the Add Link button at the top still brings up the modal with a list of records from the tasks table in this case. And what happens if I turn off the option to add records online? Well, the button inside the grid will simply bring up that same modal with a list of tasks to choose from. And finally, let me state that the inline editing works in the record page and in the record details widget. Here's an example of the same project now displayed on the dashboard. Alright, this concludes the overview of the inline editing in linked records. If you are interested in more updates like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next one.